Aye, hello cunts, Angus McDougall back again. I haven't seen you cunts for a while, but I've decided to make another video that I think you'll like. I wasn't going to do this because I thought I might get in trouble, but I think it might be worth it. I think you lot will like this one. I'm going to show you my best friends in the world. I'm going to start off with Mr. Cut-em-up. I call this cunt Mr. Cut-em-up. For obvious reasons. Look at him, he's beautiful. He's even got lovely dimply skin off a stingray, and that bit at the back you can bash cunts' noses open with it. It breaks them quite easy. You just go like that after you've gone like that into the cunt's stomach. So anyway, there's a wee bit of a story with this one, and what I did, there was a man out the front, and it's happened twice with car thieves here. He's trying to steal my ute, my beautiful ute, and I caught him. I could hear this noise and commotion out there, and I took Mr. Cut-em-up out there, and he says, "Oh no, no man, I was just looking at your car." And I said, "Right son," whoosh, like this, and it made that noise like on the ninja films. It went whoosh, and the end bit of his nose come off, and he grabbed it, and he screamed for mum, screamed, ah, like a faggot cunt with a large penis in his bum. He screamed, and then I stabbed the end of it like that in his wee wee, in his pee pee, as you Americans call it, and he ran off down the street screaming like every cunt's lights turned on. Dogs were barking for blocks and blocks, and he ran away down the park or something because he went down the road there and he disappeared. And to me that's great because I got away with it. They don't know. There's a big investigation and they never found who did it. Right. My next friend is my chuckers. I call them chuckers. They're only foam, see, you can squish them in, but they're enough to hurt your head. They hurt when you squiggle it like this, and but if you do it hard enough, you knock cunts out. And what happened? I was watching my favourite show, Doctor Who. I think it was a Tom Baker one. It was with the curly hair. He's my favourite. And these wee cunts knocked on the door screaming trick or treat or some fucking thing. It's not America here. It's Australia, trick or treat. So I ran outside. I said, "What the fuck do you want?" And they're after candy. Candy, they're saying, and lollies and all this. So I fucking belted them over the head. Two of them. And they fell down. There's blood coming out the head, which surprised me because these things are only foam. But I suppose they're only wee kids with soft heads, I suppose. So I dragged them next door and I left them on the front lawn. And the old man next door, he's not a bad old bloke, but he got done for it. They were half brain damaged from me hitting them on the head. And they couldn't remember stuff they couldn't remember stuff properly, and he got done for it. So that's that. We'll move on to the next one. This is my Jesus knife. I'm no religious, but that, as you can see, it's a bit of a Jesus-y cross, and I call it my Jesus knife. But then again, you could turn it upside down like that. It could be a Satan knife, I guess, because that's the sign of the Satan. But if you go that way, it's the Jesus. So I guess it's a bit of a bisexual knife, as you will. You could have it both ways. Anyway, the story with this one, and I probably shouldn't be telling this. Two Mormon cunts came round. You know those fuckers that try and sell you Bibles and stuff. And they're trying to, sell bloody blah 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 blah. Here, buy our Bibles and this and that. Believe in Jesus, renounce Satan and all this. And I said, "Get off of my door, go." I turned the sprinklers on and that, and it didn't work. So I grabbed my Jesus knife and I fucking stabbed them in the face, and one of them got it in the eye, and the eye came out, and they ran away down the street screaming, "Jesus, Jesus, help me." And I laughed because I was drunk, and I laughed, and I fell over on the ground. The wife had to pick me up. She said, "Angus, what have you done?" And I said, "Oh, I just slipped and cut my hand with the knife." So I got away with that. And they ran down the street, And I don't know where they went. I don't know if they got patched up and they're too frightened to dob me in or what. Maybe they thought I was Satan or something, I don't know, but that was that. I got away with it. Luckily Irish, but I'm not Irish, I'm Scottish. I don't know, whatever. This is my ass knife. I call it my ass knife because that's where it goes. It goes in the bum holes of dirty, dirty people. And I've got a story about this. What happened? Sorry, I think I got fleas. I'm scratching again. What happened? I took my cat for a walk. I don't laugh. He's a manly cat. His name's Fluffy. Obviously, he's fluffy and white and beautiful. But he's a manly cat. Meow. When he meows, it's very manly, like meow. It's not meow. You know, it's no like a Siamese meow. He's beautiful. Anyway, walking down the park, we could hear some wee boy screaming and whimpering, and I poked my head into the bushes, and I seen some big fat obese cunt molesting some wee boy. And I carry this with me for protection, and I pulled it out, and I stabbed it in and out, like in a porno, like that, in the man's bum. And he screamed, and his pee-pee went soft very quickly when that was in there, I tell you. And the wee boy ran away, so I saved him. And there was blood and shit everywhere. Some of it went over me, so I fucking kicked him in the face, and I ran home. And again, the police went there, and the cop chopper, and all that fucking crap flying around. But I was lucky to get away, and no cunt seen me, because it was sort of getting on at night, and I got away with it. So, as I say, I'm a very lucky man. And this is my blackie knife. I call it a blackie. I wonder why, because it's a blackie. Same again. Car thieves again. I live what I call it the Bronx of WA. And anyway, we're sitting there watching telly, and the wife was watching one of the home renovation shows. I can't remember the name of it. That one with that Scott Cam cunt. I fucking hate it. And I heard a noise. I ran out there, and I found two Aboriginals trying to steal my car. And one of them had one of them goon bag things, and he tripped over the bag, and I stabbed him in the back a couple of times, and then I stabbed his friend in the face. But they were able to scramble away, and I don't know what became of them. I really don't. I don't know how the fuck I get away with this shit, and I probably shouldn't be telling you cunts. And the last one I got to show, this has to be said, that there's a gay cunt on YouTube called Josh Flower, and he said that he's taking these things around a spatula as a weapon. I mean, what kind of fucking idiot faggot can't use a spatula as a weapon? It's for cooking. Listen, you faggot cunt. Carry a knife, not a spatula. I think that's about all the weapons and stuff I can show you. So, be street smart, folks. I'll see you on the next one.